When people talk about betrayal, they imagine loud arguments, broken plates, and shouting matches. But for me, it started with a single, quiet message. "Don't call me." That was it. 4 words. Cold. Final. And from my wife, Samantha, of all people. At first, I thought it was a mistake. We never fought, not really. Not since she started her new project that had her out late most nights. But something in that text felt deliberate. It wasn't rushed. It wasn't emotional. It was typed carefully, like she'd planned it. So I stared at my phone for a long minute. Then I typed back. "Don't come home." I pressed send, locked my phone, and went back to what I was doing. I didn't know it then, but those 4 words were about to turn her world upside down. It all started 3 months before that text. Samantha had gotten a promotion at her company. New title, new responsibilities, and a new mentor. His name was David, a senior executive with a reputation for being charming and way too close to his female employees. At first, I brushed it off. She came home glowing about work, talking about how much she was learning. But slowly, things changed. Late-night meetings became routine. Her phone suddenly had a password. And she'd flinch every time I walked into the room while she was texting. I tried to ignore it. Tried to trust her. But trust without honesty is just denial. The night before that text, I finally asked her, "Are you sure everything's fine between us?" She froze mid-bite at dinner. "What kind of question is that?" she said, her tone defensive, not confused. "You've been distant," I said. "Different. I just want to know if something's wrong." She sighed, forced a smile, and brushed it off. "Just work stress, Daniel. Don't overthink." I nodded, but deep down, I already knew. Something was off. The next morning, she left early for a client meeting. Except this time, I didn't go to work either. Something in my gut told me to follow her. I waited 5 minutes after she pulled out of the driveway, then got in my car and tailed her. Far enough not to be seen, but close enough to keep track. She didn't go to her office. Instead, she stopped at a small cafe across town, the kind of quiet place couples meet when they don't want to be found. And right on cue, David showed up. They hugged, not the kind of hug you give a coworker. They sat close, whispered, laughed. Every few minutes, she looked around nervously. She never saw me. That's when it hit me. It wasn't work stress. It was guilt. I drove back home, calm but hollow. No yelling. No confrontation. Just a numb, heavy silence. That evening, she texted me, "Working late again. Don't wait up." I didn't reply. I just waited. The next day, at exactly 7:42 p.m., the message came through. "Don't call me." And that was it. The mask dropped. Whatever game she was playing, hiding, lying, pretending, she just made it clear. So I sent my reply. "Don't come home." 10 minutes later, my phone started lighting up like fireworks. Call after call. Message after message. 20 missed calls. 7 texts. All from her. "Daniel, please pick up. It's not what you think. We need to talk. Please, don't do this." But I didn't answer. Because while she was busy, not wanting to be called, I had already changed the locks and called my lawyer. You see, that morning, before she left for work, I'd taken precautions. I'd gone through the shared cloud account she didn't realize was still synced to my phone. Photos, messages, receipts, it was all there. Hotel bookings under fake names. Dinner reservations for 2. Dozens of late-night texts with David, full of the same words she used to tell me. I didn't need her confession. I already had the truth, in 4K clarity. When she finally came home, she pounded on the door, crying, "Daniel, please open up. We need to talk." I opened the door just enough for her to see my expression. Calm, controlled, unshaken. "You told me not to call you," I said quietly. "I'm just returning the respect." Her tears came fast. "It's not like that. He means nothing, I cut her off. "Don't explain. You made your choice. I'm making mine." Then I handed her a small envelope, divorce papers, already signed on my end. She covered her mouth, shaking. "You can't mean this." "I do," I said. "Because marriage isn't about what you do when people are watching. It's about what you do when they're not." And I closed the door. 3 months later, I heard she'd quit her job. Rumor had it, David was fired for unethical conduct after HR got hold of their messages, screenshots I'd anonymously forwarded from that same cloud. Karma doesn't rush, but it never forgets. Sometimes I still think about that text. "Don't call me." It was supposed to be the start of my humiliation. Instead, it became the moment I took back my peace. She thought silence made her powerful. But it was mine that ended everything.